While the Turkish Grand Prix proved to be dismal for many teams, one team that came out on top was Ferrari, as they were able to score 27 points, which was the highest any team scored that day, and Ferrari's best raced weekend this year. The other noteworthy thing that was team principal Mattia Binotto wasn't in the paddock in Turkey. Driver Sebastian Vettel has now given his lighthearted opinion on whether Ferrari should do this more often. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Formula World, should Ferrari leave Binotto at home? Vettel started off with a joke. I think we scored probably the most points this year for us, and Mattia wasn't even here. If the next race we don't score as many points, we will try again to leave him at home. He then explained it in a more rational manner, while praising Ferrari sporting director Laurent Mekies, who filled in for Binotto. No, I don't think it's related to that. I don't believe in this kind of stuff. I've worked with Laurent already 12 and 13 years ago, and I think he has come a long way. I have come a long way, and yeah, he does take care of us with Mattia not being here. He summed up his words by explaining how it was a team effort. There's so many people, so many different links that have to come together to have a good weekend, and obviously this weekend we benefited from the conditions, probably the surface and also the wet conditions, but yeah, we hope to have good races also the next three. Fast feed. Mercedes race engineer Peter Bonington has revealed that the first time he and Lewis Hamilton started working together, it felt like a rock star walked in. He further added they have grown since they started working together in 2013 when he really saw himself as a young engineer. Former F1 driver turned analyst Jolyon Palmer feels that Red Bull driver Max Verstappen's risky move was probably the sort of risk that Lewis Hamilton might have taken in his earlier McLaren years. Max Verstappen meanwhile feels that he wasn't driving too aggressively at all and that he was just doing what he's been doing the last 2 years. Renault's Esteban Ocon feels that unfortunately he's a bit unlucky at the moment and hopes this will change. 2016 world champion Nico Rosberg has suggested that you need to get everything 100% perfect, otherwise you have no chance against Lewis Hamilton. Mattia Binotto thinks that a podium for his driver Sebastian Vettel is very important. It has been a difficult season for him. Mercedes and Aston Martin will share the responsibility of supplying the safety cars for the 2021 season. F1's managing director Ross Brawn is of the opinion that it would be a tragedy if Racing Point's Sergio Perez isn't in F1 next year. Two-time world champion Mika Hakkinen feels that Sergio Perez and Sebastian Vettel showed how experience really counts when driving an F1 car in difficult conditions. AlphaTauri's Pierre Gasly feels that it is important for everyone to understand what went wrong and why for the team in Turkey. Red Bull advisor Helmut Marko thinks that if it continues like this now without fans at a race, they won't last 2 seasons. And former F1 driver turned commentator Martin Brundle has suggested that Red Bull will have been frustrated that both drivers did not manage to deliver a good performance in Turkey. Does driver experience count for more in tricky conditions than under normal circumstances? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.